Here is your full, long, emotional, YouTube-style story, written in smooth, plain paragraphs, powerful pacing, and structured perfectly for a 40-minute narration. No headings, no breaks, just a cinematic flow. If you want image prompts and SEO package afterward, just tell me. The restaurant was glowing with soft golden lights when the camera opens, but the very first shot pulls viewers in with tension. A perfectly set table for two, untouched, the candles flickering next to untouched glasses. The hook hits instantly. He didn't know this empty seat would rewrite his entire life, because the girl who was about to sit there didn't even mean to. And as you watch, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because stories like this deserve to reach the people who need them. Adrian Hale, the cold CEO known for never smiling, checked his watch for the third time. His blind date was already 40 minutes late. He wasn't the type to be stood up, because he wasn't the type to even agree to this. His best friend had forced him, saying he needed to learn how to be human again. Ever since his mother died 2 years ago, Adrian's heart had frozen into something mechanical. He worked. He slept. He worked again. Love wasn't just impossible, it was irrelevant. Tonight was supposed to be a harmless attempt to socialize. Instead, it felt like a reminder that he wasn't made for things like this. Meanwhile, outside the luxurious restaurant, a girl in a faded sky blue dress stood nervously at the entrance, holding her phone tightly. Maya didn't belong in places like this. She had come for a part-time job interview at the restaurant next door, but when she received a message saying, "I'm already seated. Table 6, she assumed it was from the manager who had interviewed her earlier. She had been so desperate for work, rent was overdue, her little brother needed medicine, and she hadn't eaten since morning. So she followed the message, through the wrong door. She approached the elegant table, her heart pounding. Adrian lifted his eyes slowly, expecting to see the woman he had been matched with. Instead, he saw a girl who looked out of place, hair slightly messy from running, dress simple, cheeks flushed. She looked shocked to see him too. I'm so sorry I'm late," she blurted out and sat down, bowing quickly. Adrian froze. "Excuse me." Maya swallowed hard. The manager said table 6. For the job confirmation, right? Adrian stared, trying to understand what was happening. And then it clicked. She had no idea what this place was. This restaurant didn't do job interviews. She was in the wrong place. But instead of laughing at herself, she looked terrified, like she couldn't afford a mistake. For the first time in years, Adrian's coldness softened, even if just a little. "You're mistaken," he said quietly. "This isn't a job interview." Her face drained of all color. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean, I should go." She tried to stand, but her legs shook. It was then he noticed the small tear forming at the corner of her eye, the way she tried to hide it, the way she clutched her bag like her whole life was inside it. Something inside him shifted. "Wait," he said, surprising even himself. "Sit. It's fine." Maya froze, then slowly sat again, eyes wide with confusion. Adrian signaled the waiter, who approached immediately. "She'll have dinner," Adrian said. Her hands shook. "And no, please, I can't afford. It's on me," he said simply. "You look like you haven't eaten." The waiter left, and Maya looked down, ashamed. "I didn't mean to intrude. I'm just having a difficult week." She tried to smile but failed. "Actually, a difficult year." Adrian leaned slightly forward. "Tell me." She didn't know why she did. Maybe it was his calm voice, or maybe she had never had anyone ask sincerely. She told him about her little brother, about juggling 3 part-time jobs, about being rejected from most of them because she didn't look professional enough, about skipping meals so her brother could eat, about her dream to study nursing someday, because no one had taken care of her when she needed it. The more she talked, the more Adrian felt something opening inside him, a door he had locked long ago. Her food arrived, and when she took her first bite, she tried to hide how hungry she was, eating politely, slowly. But Adrian noticed, and something about that, her dignity in the middle of struggle, impressed him deeply. He realized something else, too. For the first time in years, he wasn't thinking about work, or grief, or loneliness. He was thinking about her. After dinner, Maya stood up and bowed again. "Thank you. I'll repay you someday. I promise." "You don't have to. I want to." She walked away quickly before he could say anything else. Adrian sat there for a long time, staring at the chair she'd occupied. The blind date had never shown up. But for some reason, he didn't feel disappointed. The next day, Adrian found himself searching through resumes at one of his office branches. He didn't know what he was looking for until he saw her name on a part-time applicant list, Maya Collins. She had applied months ago, rejected due to insufficient qualifications. He quietly instructed HR to call her back in. When Maya arrived and saw him sitting in the interview room, she nearly fainted. "Why you? I thought you applied here," he said calmly. "I own this company." She looked like her soul left her body. Adrian continued, "I'm offering you a stable job. Flexible hours. Enough pay to support your brother." Her eyes filled with tears instantly. "Why? Why would you help me?" "Because someone once helped me when I felt lost," he said. "It's time I do the same." She covered her mouth, crying softly, not out of pain this time, but relief. Weeks passed. Maya quickly became admired at the company for her kindness, hard work, and warmth. She brought life into the cold building, smiling at security guards, bringing tea to stressed coworkers, even putting a small plant on Adrian's desk, because you need something alive here. For the first time, Adrian started smiling, actual smiles, not the polite ones. He found excuses to visit her office. They ate lunch together. She helped him reconnect with the parts of himself he thought had died with his mother. Slowly, painfully, beautifully, he fell for her. But Maya didn't see herself as someone worthy of a CEO. She kept her distance, trying to remain professional. Until one evening, when she got a call, her brother had collapsed. Adrian drove her to the hospital himself, staying by her side as the doctors worked. Her brother was stabilized, but the bills were overwhelming. Maya broke down in the hallway, saying she couldn't do it anymore. Adrian pulled her into his arms gently. "You're not alone anymore," he whispered. "Let me help you. Let me be here." She cried into his chest, finally letting herself lean on someone. Months later, when her brother fully recovered and life felt safe again, Adrian took her back to the same restaurant where they had first met. Same table, same seat, same golden lights. "Do you remember how you sat here by mistake?" he asked, smiling softly. She laughed. "I wanted to die from embarrassment. It was the best mistake that ever happened to me." And slowly, nervously, he reached for her hand. "Maya, will you stay in my life? Not as an employee, not as someone I help, but as someone I care for." Her heart raced. She squeezed his hand, tears filling her eyes. "You changed my life, Adrian. Before I even knew your name. Of course, I'll stay."